desktop environments of tomorrow. What's next after GNOME and KDE Plasma? Are GNOME and KDE Plasma already feeling like dinosaurs? For years, they've been the undisputed kings of the Linux desktop. To be honest, they are still the undisputed kings today. They are polished, feature packed, and powering millions of users. But innovation never sleeps. Today, we are diving into the radical new desktop environments and paradigms emerging right now that are pushing boundaries in speed, efficiency, customization, and intuition. Imagine a desktop so responsive and tailored to you that today's setups feel archaic. The next generation is here. So, let's explore it. First, let's start with the desktop dilemma. Are GNOME and KDE Plasma enough? GNOME and KDE Plasma remains the heavyweights. GNOME offers a clean, gesture-friendly experience with excellent Wayland support and integration in distros like Fedora and Ubuntu. KDE Plasma shines with the unmatched customization, widgets, effects, virtual desktops, and a powerful settings panel that lets you tweak almost anything. Yet, many users voice frustrations. GNOME can feel restrictive or like a walled garden without extensions, while its extensions ecosystem sometimes breaks across updates. KDE Plasma occasionally overwhelms with options and resource demands. Both have grown sophisticated, but critics argue they have peaked on truly novel interactions models, relying more on iteration than revolution. Resource usage remains a pain point on older hardware or laptops, and the same old paradigm of panels, menus, and floating windows feels stagnant to power users seeking keyboard centric or ultra efficient workflows. Now, beyond the familiar, emerging concepts, the real excitement lies in projects that blur lines between window managers, compositors, and full desktop environments, especially on Wayland. Here enters Cosmic, System 76 ambitious new desktop environment for Pop! OS, built entirely in Rust for memory safety, security, and performance, reducing risks like crashes or vulnerabilities, which is common in C or C++ code. Cosmic is Wayland native from the ground up. It launched its first public beta with Pop! OS 24.04 LTS and reached Epoch 1 release in December 2025, with ongoing point releases, adding features and fixes into 2026. Key innovations include extreme modularity, customizable panels, applets, workspaces, which is dynamic or pinned, launchers, app libraries, theming systems, including organization branding, keyboard shortcuts, even tiling options. Apps and shell components share the same toolkit, making development approachable. It aims for efficiency, personalization across devices, and a composable experience that adapts to your needs, positioning it as a fresh alternative to GNOME, which Pop! OS previously customized heavily. On the tiling and compositor side, Hyprland dominates discussions for its stunning animations, dynamic tiling, eye candy effects, and lightweight footprint, all while being keyboard driven and highly configurable. It's a full featured Wayland compositor that feels modern and performant. Newer contenders like Niri offers unique twist, scrollable tiling with windows arranged in an infinite horizontal strip. New windows don't resize existing ones. You simply scroll sideways for an intuitive, non-disruptive workflow that's gaining fans for simplicity and efficiency over traditional dynamic tilers like Hyprland or Sway. Wayfire brings beautiful 3D-like effects and compositing, further blurring window managers or desktop environment boundaries. These projects shows a shift toward compositor-driven experiences where the desktop emerges from efficient, extensible core components rather than monolithic environments. Now, atomic desktops and immutability, bulletproof systems. Another major shift is toward immutable or atomic desktops, exemplified by Fedora Silverblue and similar like GNOME for KDE. Instead of traditional mutable package management that can lead to breakage, these use RPM OS tree for atomic updates. The base system is read-only and versioned, with applications layered via containers, Flatpak, Toolbox, or Podman, or overlays. Benefits include rock-solid consistency, easy rollbacks if any update fails, enhanced security, which is harder for malware to persist, and zero update anxiety. Your system state stays predictable and reliable. This paradigm feels futuristic. Apply updates confidently, reboot to a new immutable snapshot, and maintain a clean separation between operating system and user apps. It's gaining traction for daily drivers, developers, and for those tired of dependency hell. Now let's talk about performance and efficiency, the silent revolution. Lightweight options like LXQt continue to excel on older hardware or resource-constrained devices, which is single-board computers, laptops needing long battery life, like that. It delivers a familiar Qt-based experience with minimal overhead. Wayland compositors and modern desktop environments leverage GPU hardware acceleration like Vulkan, OpenGL ES, far better than X11, offloading rendering from the CPU for smoother animations, lower power draw, and improved battery life, critical for mobile Linux and portable setups. Projects like Cosmic and Hyprland emphasizes snappy responsiveness even on modest hardware. Now, aesthetic features and user experience rethink. Looking ahead, expect more adaptive and intelligent interfaces. While full AI integration in desktop environments remains emerging, which is speculative concepts include habit learning layouts, automated task suggestions, or context-aware notifications powered by local or open models. Tools and distros are exploring AI-ready setups for developers. Design-wise, the dominance of flat or minimalist UIs may evolve with subtle returns to intuitive cues, light skeuomorphism, tactile shadows, depth, blended thoughtfully for usability without retro access. Spatial computing influences from AR or VR are nascent. KDE has experimented with VR desktop modes, and OpenXR enables XR applications. But full spatial Linux desktops, which is 3D workspaces, gestures heavy AR overlays, are still conceptual or niche. Now, the road ahead, defining the next generation. Success will hinge on better open source collaboration, shared components like WL roots libraries, powering many compositors, common stands, and reduced fragmentation. Web technologies could play a bigger role. Progressive web apps, frameworks like Tauri, which is WebTech for native field apps, and potentially web-based shell elements, delivering cross-devices consistency without sacrificing performance. Community contribution and user feedback will be pivotal. Testing betas like Cosmic, reporting bugs, creating themes or extensions, or even forking ideas. Distros like CatchOS showcase variety, while experimental projects like Singularity Desktop Environment, Lightweight GTK4 Wayland, or Next Space, which is Next Step inspired, highlight ongoing creativity. Finally, GNOME and KDE Plasma aren't going anywhere. They are mature and battle tested. But the future looks vibrant with Cosmic's modular, Rust powered vision, advanced tiling compositors like Hyprland and Niri, immutable reliability via Silverblue, and efficiency gains across the board. The Linux desktop is evolving toward more intuitive, secure, performant, and personalized experiences. Which emerging project excites you most? Try one in virtual machine or live USB. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more deep dives into open source innovation. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.